Do you feel like you've been studying English for years, but still can't speak fluently? You know all the grammar rules. You've memorized tons of vocabulary. But when it's time to actually talk, your mind just goes blank. Trust me, I've been there. It's incredibly frustrating. I spent so long buried in textbooks, convinced that if I just learned one more tense or memorized one more irregular verb, it would all click. But it never did. My speaking was robotic, slow, and I was constantly terrified of making a mistake. It felt like I was building a car piece by piece, but I never actually learned how to drive it. But what if I told you there's a different way? A way that got me from stuttering and hesitating to speaking English confidently and naturally, without constantly worrying about grammar. Today, I'm going to share the exact methods that transformed my English speaking skills. And the biggest secret, I stopped trying to learn grammar rules. I know it sounds crazy, right? We're taught from day one that grammar is the foundation of language. But for speaking, it can actually be a cage. Thinking about rules while you're retrying to have a conversation is like trying to solve a math problem while juggling. It's just too much for your brain to handle at once. The real key to fluency isn't knowing the rules. It's about internalizing the patterns of the language so that they become second nature. So, the first thing I did was a massive mindset shift. I gave myself permission to be imperfect. I accepted that I was going to make mistakes, and that's okay. In fact, mistakes are a good sign. It means you're trying, you're pushing your boundaries. Think about how babies learn to talk. They don't study grammar. They listen, they mimic, they make a ton of mistakes, and eventually they start speaking. We need to adopt that same fearless, childlike approach. So, right now, I want you to tell yourself, it's okay to make mistakes. My goal is communication, not perfection. This simple shift will free up so much mental energy that you're currently wasting on fear and self-criticism. Once I stopped fearing mistakes, I needed to replace my old study habits with something that actually worked for speaking. My new rule was simple: massive, overwhelming input. I decided to immerse myself in English as much as possible. I changed the language on my phone, my computer, everything. But here's the crucial part. The input had to be comprehensible and enjoyable. It's no good listening to a university lecture on quantum physics if you only understand 10% of it. You'll just get discouraged. Instead, I found content that was just slightly above my current level. For me, this started with kids' shows. Yes, really. The language is simple, clear, and repetitive. Shows like Peppa Pig or Avatar, The Last Airbender, were gold mines. I wasn't just passively watching, I was actively listening, paying attention to how words were connected, the rhythm, the intonation. After kids' shows, I graduated to sitcoms like Friends. Why sitcoms? Because they are full of everyday conversations, slang, and cultural references. The dialogue is fast, but the context and visual cues help you understand. I would watch with English subtitles first, to connect the sounds with the words. Then, I'd watch the same episode again, but this time without any subtitles. My goal wasn't to understand every single word. My goal was to get the gist of the conversation and absorb the flow of the language. I did this every single day. It wasn't a chore. It was my entertainment. This is so important. If you enjoy what you're doing, you'll stick with it. So find what you love, whether it's movies, video game streams, podcasts about gardening, or celebrity interviews. Whatever it is, consume it in English. Now, input is only half the equation. You can't learn to swim by just watching videos of swimming. You have to get in the water. The same goes for speaking. This was the scariest part for me, but it's non-negotiable. You have to speak a lot. But how do you do that if you don't live in an English-speaking country or have no one to practice with? Here's what I did. I started by talking to myself. I know it sounds a bit weird, but it's a game changer. I would narrate my day. Okay, I am walking to the kitchen now. I'm going to make some coffee. I need to get the coffee beans from the cupboard. It feels silly at first, but it gets your mouth and brain used to forming English sentences in real time, with zero pressure. There's no one to judge you. The next technique I used is called shadowing. This is incredibly powerful. I would take a short audio clip of a native speaker, maybe a 30-second snippet from a podcast or a movie scene. I'd play it line by line, and my job was to repeat it exactly as I heard it at the same time. I tried to copy everything: the pronunciation, the speed, the rhythm, the ups and downs of their voice. This isn't about understanding the meaning. It's purely a physical exercise for your mouth. It trains the muscles you need for English pronunciation and helps you internalize the melody of the language. I did this for just 10 to 15 minutes every day, and the improvement in my accent and flow was unbelievable. Once I felt a bit more confident from talking to myself and shadowing, I knew I had to talk to real people. This is the final boss of language learning. I started with low-pressure situations. I used language exchange apps like HelloTalk or Tandem. The great thing about these apps is that you're talking to other learners. They understand the struggle, and they're not going to judge you. I would start with text messages, then move to voice notes, and finally schedule short 15-minute calls. This gradual progression helped me build my confidence step by step. I also found online tutors on platforms like italki. I specifically looked for community tutors, not professional teachers, who just offered conversational practice. It was cheaper, and all I wanted was to talk. My only rule for these conversations was, don't be afraid to ask for help. If I didn't know a word, I'd just ask, how do you say? Or what does that word mean? People are usually happy to help. So let's recap the whole system. First, change your mindset. Embrace imperfection and focus on communication. Second, get massive amounts of enjoyable and understandable input. Drown your brain in English from sources you genuinely love. Watch, listen, and absorb the patterns. Talk to yourself. Narrate your day. and use the shadowing technique to improve your pronunciation and flow. And finally, when you're ready, start having real conversations. Start small with language exchange partners and gradually build up your confidence to speak with anyone. Notice how none of this involves sitting down with a grammar book and doing exercises. I didn't ignore grammar completely. I absorbed it naturally through context, just like a native speaker does. The rules started to just feel right, because I had heard them used correctly thousands of times. This journey won't happen overnight. It took me months of consistent effort. There were days I felt like I wasn't making any progress, but I kept going, and slowly but surely, the pieces started to connect. The words started to flow without me having to think so hard. I could tell a joke, share a story, and express my real personality in English. That feeling of freedom is something I want for every single one of you. You don't need to be a natural at languages. You don't need to move to another country. You just need the right method and the consistency to apply it. Stop letting the fear of grammar rules hold you back. Start listening, start mimicking, and start speaking today. You have everything you need to become a fluent, confident English speaker. Thanks so much for watching. I hope these tips were helpful. If you've tried any of these methods, or if you have your own secret tips for learning to speak fluently, please share them in the comments below. I'd love to read them. And if you enjoyed this video and want more practical advice on language learning, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next one. Keep practicing, and I'll see you soon.